I thought it was, as with most things Trump does, carefully staged. They must have thought about what look they wanted. He could have smiled. He could have looked benign. Instead, he looks like a thug. And I think it's intended to be a sign of intimidation against the prosecutors and judges.
Joining me now, NBC News presidential historian Michael Beschloss. You know, Michael, every time we talk lately, it's another first. This time, It's a former president's mugshot. What goes through your mind when you look at it?
When I look at it, I would agree with what John Bolton said in the video that you just had, and that is that Trump does not do things like this by accident. I would bet that he has been spending a lot of time in front of a mirror, maybe even on that plane that flew down from Newark to Atlanta before he went to Fulton County Jail. And, you know, everything is for a purpose. He felt that this look on his face would help him raise money. It makes him look as if he's beleaguered and angry and also a very tough guy. And this is the guy who has said in recent months to his crowds, "I am your retribution," and who has said on social media, "You come after me, I will come after you." This all goes together. So if Trump is trying to intimidate, you know, a judge or a district attorney or members of a grand jury or others or politicians who might fly away from his support, the best way, just given the way his mind works, is for them to be scared of him, and particularly scared of the possibility that he might get elected president late next year and maybe there for 4 years or conceivably even more than that.
So if he's using it, and Donald Trump has shown his ability to do that, Susan Glasser in The New Yorker writes, for now, Trump sees only political gain and quite possibly the specter of a historic self-pardon in that snarly snapshot from the Fulton County Jail. How does this consistent idea that he's used the highest office in the land, his post-presidency, a candidacy as a platform, sometimes for not the best things, get judged by history?
No. Yeah, absolutely right. You know, when in history have we ever seen anyone use the presidency in this way to make money, to let members of his family make money, to try to elevate his profile, to help himself later on, you know, thoroughly in sync, just as you're saying, Chris, with this idea that he is running for the presidency largely so that if he gets elected, he can try to destroy the Justice Department, as he's pledged to do, and destroy our rule of law and intimidate people who he thinks have wronged him throughout his life, and particularly in this episode. I'll say with the greatest understatement I can possibly use that this may not have been exactly what the founders of our country intended the presidency to be used for.
So Trump has